Good day viewers and subscribers, welcome back to my channel. This is Girls Connection, the World Connection. Please remember to subscribe, like and share. Also, click the notification bell to receive daily news updates locally and internationally. A contract killer's trail of blood. The mother of 49-year-old David Drummond has been having nightmares since the death of her son on July 16 in Palm District, Treadways, allegedly at the hands of a contract killer, Ashada Boise McFarlane. She still endures sleepless nights while bawling in the days when memories of her son's brutal slaying surface. The mother, who has requested that her name not be published on account of safety concerns, said that her son, who was a contractor, was a strong provider for the family, coming to her rescue and re-roofing her house when it was damaged by fire. McFarlane and Jamil Omar Smith, otherwise called Black Man, were shot dead by a crack team from the Counter-Terrorism Organized Crime Branch in an alleged firefight in Duncan's Pen, St. Catherine on October 26. McFarlane was accused of killing at least 9 people between June and September and was a person of interest in other murders. Speaking in somber tones, while standing at her gate, the still grieving mother praised the police force for sending McFarlane to his grave. "They did a fine job, and I am more than glad for what them do, because he was going back to hurt many more," she said. It is unclear what percentage of murders are contract hits, but the phenomenon on hitmen on hire has been a perennial concern for investigators in a country that racked up 1,073 killings as of October 31, some 2.5% fewer than 2019, when 1,100 people were slain. "My family has been targeted and challenged with lands round here. Them going around and I keep up the foolishness, carrying out revenge on it," she said. A source in the community reported having seen McFarlane visit the St. Catherine district to collect money on at least 2 occasions before returning to execute Drummond. "Somebody know someone that they met in jail and could do the job, which is to kill Drummond. Them said a one year, nah miss. Him come the week before and collect and come back the Tuesday and say everything alright Thursday," the source said. Thursday turned out to be the day Drummond was killed, and his sister, who was in proximity of him, also shot in the incident. Drummond's mother recalled her son's final moments and her daughter's desperate dash to save her own life. She run off and him run her down and come back and empty out the gun pan David and finish him and jump in a waiting car. 3 of my kids were attacked this year, the mother said. The third shooting victim, Drummond's brother, was targeted in the area in May. The mother is uncertain whether McFarlane played a role in that attack, but is not ruling out the possibility. Her husband is planning to sell out property he owns in order to move away from the tragic memories. McFarlane's reign of terror spanned several north-central St. Catherine communities, including Bagwalk and Riversdale. 2 of McFarlane's alleged victims, Yashon Big Up Isaacs and Roshane Brushy Chambers, lived in Vietnam Lane in Bagwalk. Chambers' mother was too distraught to speak on the heels of his autopsy, as the family sought to wrap up plans for his funeral. Meanwhile, a family friend of Chambers expressed shock at the trail of death and grief that had followed the killer. "A so much man that the man they kill in a 2020 alone? All the person will bring him round here for feel it too," the friend said. Even though McFarlane is dead, all relatives or friends of the victims requested that their names not be published, a sign of fear that his allies might return to exact vengeance. Further down Vietnam Lane, Isaac's grandmother was still tearful. She learned via Facebook of McFarlane's involvement in her grandson's death. The grandmother said that she raised Isaac from he was 4, doing so for the next 12 years until his mother returned from overseas. But even amid her grief, she sounded a note of redemption for the contract killer. "If he is the killer, he was only hired. Me just feel sad. I miss him, and when everybody gone and I get lonely, I remember him," she said. "Me no want know who kill him. Him know and God know. I forgive them." Over in Orangefield, 10 kilometers northwest of Bagwalk, 2 more of McFarlane's alleged victims, Steve Brown and Rolanda Williams, were gunned down. McFarlane was also wanted for the murder of Millicent Fisher Gunn in Linstead, Clifton Green at Watercourse District, Riversdale, and Dalvin Starkey Alexander of Mansfield Heights, St. Anne. He was also wanted for the disappearance of Kenroy McPherson, who is now believed to be dead. The value of his hits ranging from minuscule amounts of millions, security sources have said, but the motivation to pull the trigger centers around several factors. Security expert Robert Finzi-Smith said that high-value targets demand bigger paydays, depending on just how desperate the sponsor is to find them. There was an unfortunate comment once that said, "If you find the right man, $1,000 will get you a duppy," which is unfortunate. I am also told that it also depends on who wants somebody dead and why, Finzi-Smith said. Jamaica's scores for poor communities with crumbling infrastructure and informal settings operate as incubators for violent crime among at-risk youth. Many of those urban and semi-urban dens are dominated by the country's 250 gangs, although almost another 150 are in hibernation but not completely dead. Citing the years-long wave of kidnappings in Mexico, Finzi-Smith said that contract killing has emerged as a major concern for police sleuths. In Mexico City, people would kidnap people and charge ransom to get them back. Contract killings have become a cottage industry, so somebody is hurt and they don't have the wherewithal to do something to you physically or immediately, and they sit down on it until somebody says to somebody, "I know somebody who can fix that for you," he said. This is Girls Connection, the World Connection. Please remember to subscribe, like, and share. Also, leave a comment in the comment section down below. Thank you.